Good evening and welcome to the African News Update from around Africa. First, the headlines. And Cameroon dam release sparks flood warnings. Niger crisis raises concerns. United Nations Secretary General addresses Zimbabwe election. Adesanya prepares for UFC battle. Details coming up shortly. On safety and security, Cameroon dam release sparks flood warnings. In our safety and security segment, authorities in Nigeria are urging residents of flood-prone areas to evacuate as Cameroon's Lagdo Dam releases a substantial amount of water. The dam's water release has raised concerns of possible flooding in 11 states along the River Benue Basin. Officials from the National Emergency Management Agency emphasize the importance of precaution and preparedness in order to mitigate potential risks and protect lives and property. And still on safety, repeat accident on Ada George Road. Another accident on Ada George Road in Rivers State, Nigeria has raised concerns about safety. A private driver experienced a brake failure leading to an accident at the same spot where a similar incident occurred earlier this month. Eyewitnesses report that the driver's quick actions reduced the severity of the accident and the driver managed to escape the vehicle before it hit another car and overturned. Away from that, in politics, Niger crisis raises concerns. Amidst political turmoil, Nigerian nationals in Nigeria expresses their concerns over the potential for ECOWAS military intervention in the Republic of Niger. The Nigerian government's change in leadership has led to diplomatic efforts and discussions of military intervention. As tensions rise, Nigerian nationals living in Kano share their apprehensions and hopes for a resolution. You're watching the news on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. And still to come. And thanks for staying with us. Moving on in politics, Libyan foreign minister dismissed. The Libyan foreign minister, Nja al-Mangoush, has been dismissed after facing criticism for our meeting with Israeli counterparts. A meeting triggered protests and accusations of inappropriate diplomatic engagement. And sources close to the Prime Minister report a dismissal and address speculations surrounding our departure from the country. Still on politics, Zimbabwe opposition alleges election fraud. Zimbabwe's main opposition leader alleged significant fraud in the country's recent election. President Emerson Mnangagwa has been declared the winner, but allegations of intimidation and a flawed electoral environment surround the results. The opposition leader insists on proper verification and challenges the transparency of the election process. Away from that, United Nations Secretary General addresses Zimbabwe election. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres expresses concern over reports of voter intimidation, arrest of observers, and threats to violence in Zimbabwe's recent election. He urges all parties to seek peaceful resolution through legal channels and ensure that election results reflect the true will of the people. The election took place amidst tensions and accusations of a compromised electoral environment. In sports, Adesanya prepares for UFC battle. Israel Adesanya is gearing up to face Sean Strickland in the main event of UFC 293. Adesanya acknowledges Strickland's dangerous potential, citing his determination as a significant factor. Adesanya, known for his technical counter-striking, will face Strickland's aggressive striking style and the fight is set to deliver an exciting clash of strategies and skills. And that wraps up our African news update for today. Before we go, let's take another look at the major stories. And Cameroon dam release sparks flood warnings. Niger crisis raises concerns. United Nations Secretary General addresses Zimbabwe election. Adesanya prepares for UFC battle. And thanks for joining us. I am Jonathan Poway. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Stay informed and remember, knowledge is power. Do have a wonderful day.